What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I think it was around 8 months ago when I did a video titled, "Is DKOldies a scam?" And at that point in time, the answer was yes. So I encourage you to go check out that video if you haven't already. It's actually the second highest viewed video on my entire channel and sort of really helped my channel take off. But while last time I bought an N64, this time I bought a GameCube. Actually, a GameCube I've wanted for quite a while. It's the Spice Orange version. It was only released in Japan. And just so you know, I purchased an acceptable version from DKOldies, whatever they consider acceptable. So I don't expect it to be pristine condition on the outside. There may be cracks and chips and whatever. Even though it's acceptable, it's still supposed to be refurbished and cleaned inside, according to their description on the website. So let's jump into it. I left a little bit of tape on it, just so I haven't opened it yet. But most of it was torn off with the address label. But let's just... I forgot my knife, so we're just trying to open it, manhandling it here a little bit. But alright, there we go. We got our inside of the box here. Some nice paper for packing, so no complaints there. And let's see this packing slip. Let's make sure my address isn't on there. No, okay, good. So we have the GameCube Spice disc version. Nice. Yeah, Orange Spice looks good. I used to do a coupon there to get like a little discount, but overall it cost me around $100. Last time there wasn't this little sticker. Oh, look, it says it was clean. Okay, so this is new. Okay, cool. So, yeah, on September 27th, it was the technician's initials there, I assume. Functionality confirmed, clock battery replaced, optical board tested. Okay, and then condition, there's probably a G, and I assume underneath that circle is probably like an A for acceptable. So I have the acceptable version, not the good version that they also sell. They were sold out of the good version when I tried to buy it. But, alright, so far, I'm impressed with a little extra, the extra sticker they got there, confirming all the things they've done to it. But there she is. Okay. Kinda nice in the box there. Some extra paper in the bottom, and there's some nice bubble wrap around it. Although a little loosely packed, but that's fine. Let's see how good or not good the outside of this thing looks. Remember, I only got the acceptable version as deemed by them. But alright, let's see. Ooh, look how beautiful this is. See, I wanted this Spice Orange version for such a long time. So I figured, alright, let's go for it, So far, nothing too crazy, because we are missing the bottom covers for the I.O. ports and whatnot, which is a little bit of a shame, but I suppose it's not the end of the world. I do wish they would tell you that on the website. I know it was acceptable, which I suppose as long as there's no cracks, that's still pretty acceptable. But missing the I.O. covers is a little bit of a shame. They should tell you more. That's my one gripe. I feel like the site doesn't really give you a ton of information on the exact console you're going to get. They just grab one off the shelf, and this one just happened to be missing that. And I assume that's why it was acceptable, because it was missing that. But it would be nice to know that, maybe. And you got the front cover, a little discolored. Not too shabby. There's no horrible cracks. That's nice. Back when I got that N64 in my previous video, there was a big crack and chunk missing from the shell. But so far, I'm not too dissatisfied. The door opens up decently enough there. Yeah, I want to actually hook this up really quickly and make sure it actually functions before I go opening it. Speaking of opening it, wait, is there any? No, there's no sticker. Look, I saw a YouTube short they posted recently, DKOldies, saying that they got rid of their little warranty stickers. I say warranty stickers, Yeah, so there's no sticker covering up the screw hole. That's nice. Because they finally realized they can't really enforce that. Alright, I'll be back in a second here. I'll splice in some footage of me testing it out to make sure it all functions. Okay, everybody, really fast. Now here's the GameCube hooked up to my TV. I got the wireless controller adapter off this nice matching controller I got from Retro Fighters. So it's perfect. But I also have hooked up to a little HDMI adapter in the back and hooked up to power. So let's test it out. And boom. Okay, it's powering up. And up here, hello. Oh, look at that beautiful logo. And there we go, we're at the main menu here. Looks like it works great. So, now that that is guaranteed to actually turn on, let's test the game real fast before we get back to the opening of it all. So for that, I'm gonna pop in Pokemon Coliseum. Alright. Nice. Sounds like it's reading it. Let's see what happens. Go up to gameplay. There we go. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Pokemon Coliseum. It detects it. So let's try to launch it. Press start. You bet. There we go. I had to figure out which button on this Retro Ferris controller is considered start. I guess the home button in the center is considered start. Alright. There we go. It's loading up beautifully. Genius sonority. Alright, looks like it's working great. So far I'm impressed. Yeah, oh, it looks great too, you know, with my HDMI adapter. So, nice. Alright. So, now that's going to continue to be working properly. We can just go ahead and turn it off. And let's jump back over to the other camera and open her up. Alright, as you just saw, the system boots and plays games and appears to work flawlessly. So, and the condition is overall better than I was expecting on the outside. Overall, it works really well and looks really good. So, let's actually just open her up real fast to see if their claims of cleaning these things is true or if they're still lying to us. So, and I'm probably just going to open up the main cover. I don't really need to dig too deep into the system and tear apart the GameCube entirely. But for that, we're just going to need a game bit, 4.5mm, and we should be able to remove these 4 screws. So let's, yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Ooh, that's tight. Yeah. So it feels pretty snug in there. But I guess we can also take a look at these screws to see if they're all rusted or whatever. But alright. There we go. Another one out. The screws actually look pretty good. Alright. And overall, yeah, the exterior condition is decent. I was afraid I'd find some cracked shell bits or something. But alright, so we got those main 4 screws out. And there she goes. Oops, and I forgot to take the game out. Alright, there we go. Let's just take a quick gander. Yeah, we don't really need to dig much deeper than this level to see how things look. Okay, so far, the laser looking good. The fan, ooh, actually looks pretty decent. I don't see a speck of dust much in that fan. Okay, maybe a little bit of dust on some of the blades, a very light coating, which is, you know, not to be unexpected. But yeah, there's certainly not like the layer of like the caked on dust and the horrible like little dust bunnies running through it like I saw in the N64. And over here, probably a place where dust may like to accumulate. Doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty, yeah. Not too, maybe a little bit of something, but nothing too bad. Alright. I am thoroughly impressed. Okay, DKOldies, I see you, I see you. It seems like they may have taken some of the feedback to heart and actually started cleaning these things and refurbishing them properly instead of allowing the dust to just sit in there. Yeah, so if you want to go back and watch my original DKOldies video opening the N64, you can see that thing was horrible. So I encourage you to check that out once this video is done here if you want to just see how bad they used to be. But based on the condition of this GameCube, it's pretty good. I have seen much worse from them. So yeah, and then this sticker that they have here is very nice too. So it shows that they actually, you know, cleaned it and tested everything, which I know this type of sticker did not exist on my N64 package set back in the day. So they've made some changes to their process. That is obvious. And the fact they no longer put those silver DKOldies stickers covering up a screw hole, which I just saw a short they posted a few days ago, you know, saying that they're getting rid of that. So I got one of the systems that was shipped out after they decided to change that policy. But overall, this is looking good. This here, here's where a battery, like the little battery that is on the board right there. You can tell that's an aftermarket third-party replacement battery. I can tell by the yellow border around it. Usually the ones you buy to replace have like that yellow border on them. And I guess that goes to show you on the label, it did mention the battery somewhere there. Yeah, clock battery replaced. Yeah, see, so there you go. Yeah. So they actually replaced the clock battery. So, alright, so that's actually another point for them. I like to see that. So, cool, cool, cool. So I think I came out of this with a pretty decent Spice Orange GameCube. Let's just stick this cover back on. Okay, the cover's back on, screws are reinserted and tightened. So everything's looking great. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the condition of the GameCube. And inside, it looked pretty clean and free of any egregious dust. And they also replaced the clock battery that's in there. So, well, that's awesome. And as I was putting it back together, I actually kind of thought to myself that when I was testing it, I popped in my US copy of Pokemon Coliseum, and it actually worked perfectly and just fine on this Japanese Spice Orange GameCube. So that may suggest that there was some kind of a mod done to actually allow it to be region free and unlock that functionality, possibly. So maybe it's been modded, which is kind of cool, to allow US games to work on a Japanese console. But yeah, it's beautiful. I've always wanted this Spice Orange GameCube. Have to see if there's a way to replace these covers, but hey, you don't see the bottom anyway. And if I put a Game Boy player on it at some point, that doesn't even matter. So, cause I would like to maybe on eBay or somewhere. I'm sure DKOldies also sells them, but the orange Game Boy player that could look really nice on the bottom of this orange GameCube, that would be sick. Well, everybody, to answer the question this video was posing at the beginning, is DKOldies still a scam? Based on what I've seen here in the system I received, my initial answer is a cautiously optimistic no, since it seems like they've really improved their processes, especially based on the sticker on here, showing that they've done various checks and the cleaning and all that. And there's no longer do they put that stupid warranty sticker thing on the bottom, covering up any screw holes. So I think that all the controversy has really pushed them to make some positive changes. And so, yeah, I'm satisfied with how this all turned out. I was prepared to tear them apart, just like I kind of did in my first video, but it looks like it all actually is way better than I was expecting it to be. But I encourage you all to check out my original DKOldies video if you want to see how egregious that system was, and then compare it to this one here, and you can see how far they've kind of come, at least based on I know it's a small sample size, but hey, this system looks pretty good. But I also highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. I recently passed 3,200 subscribers, which is a huge milestone, so I'm super thankful. In fact, my original DKOldies video was kind of like the one that really got my channel to take off a little bit more, so I'm really thankful for that. And also feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it, and share it around. It would be really cool if we could get this video to even surpass the view count of the original, which I doubt that'll happen, but you never know. I also now have channel memberships active if you want to sign up for that to help support the channel, or you can also join my Patreon if that's more your speed. And both of those, the rewards are basically the same. You can find some uncut gameplay videos and extra content, and just help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. But everybody, I think that'll about wrap things up for now. I've rambled on long enough, so I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it might be for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.